Why, hello and welcome. It is cold as dicks in this house. Tina, you can tell she's cutting glass. Kind of like it. It's a little chilly. It's like 5 outside, so it's much better than it could be. But anyway, we are here still. That is what you call dedication. It's what we like. It's what we're here for. So week 11, a lot, going into a week with a lot of, I guess, potential playoff berths on the line. A lot of those were shored up, but the race for seeding has never been any more toit, like a toiga. As well as that last playoff spot is up for grabs. Apparently nobody wants that. Anyway, we'll get into all that in just a second. I'll give a quick run through with what's going down or what went down this week. And then we'll jump right into all the playoff and last week fiesta. I beat Ashton. Hooray for me. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Eddie. Love you guys like a brother. Sean, you beat Matt. Had a little bit of a scare tonight. Kept it a little bit interesting. Sean had 4 of his high people tied at 16. He had Jordy Nelson, Matt Forte, Matt Ryan, and Mr. Hill out in Cincinnati all got him 16, so go consistency. Chop didn't show up, did not set his lineup. Joe, you beat the living shit out of him by 50. Good times. Estes, you just kind of a rough week. I feel your pain. Well, actually, not me personally. I don't feel your pain because Aaron has been kind of nice to me, but your quarterbacks, it just seems like whichever one you decide to play just doesn't want to show up for you. Tough call on those. So I wish you the best going forward in that. But anywho, Cliff, man, you got stroked. James beat the shit out of you. So what does this mean? Sean, hey, you are sitting alone atop. You've got the bye. It is locked up. You are riding easy, my friend. Now, Estes, Seth, and Joe sitting at 7 and 4. I would say one of you will likely be the other bye. So basically, one of those. Now, there is a shot that me sitting right underneath you 3 little sluts at 6 and 5, I could possibly snag that spot. If all 3 of you lose, I'd degrade Chop bad enough. It's possible. So, congratulations, I just want to say to Seth, Joe, and myself. We are now officially all in the playoffs, so fellas, wish it could have been better company, minus Seth. But, hey, we play the hand of the cards that we are dealt. So, I'm making lemonade. So, then we have Ashton, Matt, Cliff, and James all at 4 and 7, and Chop still not mathematically eliminated at 3 and 8. So, what's going to have to go down next week? So, just to get it out of the way, I play Chop. Ashton, you play Sean. Joe plays James. Matt plays Seth. And Cliff plays Estes. So, we have the top 5 as far as ranks against the bottom 5 as far as ranks. So, what all can go down? Now, Chop, I'm just going to lay this out there. You have to have Ashton, Matt, Cliff, and James, all 4 of them, lose. And you beat me to even stand a chance. That isn't even going into tiebreakers. So, you gave it the old college try. But I just don't want you to get your hopes up. I mean, definitely try and win. I'm going to try and defile you as much as possible because I'm still pissed about week 3. So we'll leave it at that. So Estes, Seth, and Joe. So here's how your little tie things work. Right now, Joe is leading that particular pack with about 974 points against. So Seth and Estes, they're both hovering in that 940, 945 range. So what that means, let's say Joe, Seth, and Estes, let's say all 3 of you win. Seth and Estes, for you two to get that bye, that coveted bye, you're going to have, let's say, Seth. Your opponent, Matt, will have to score 30 more, to be exact, 30 more than James does. So you need to win, but you also need to be rooting for your little competitor. Now, Estes, you've got Cliff, and just judging by Cliff's records, or his scoring history, yeah, I wish you the best. Just saying, there's probably not the best of chances. Myself, if let's say all three of you lose, I've got a pretty nice situation as far as the tiebreaker, but I'm afraid Chop is going to royally shaft me this week, so he's probably going to score like 20. Yeah, like a buck 20. He's going to beat me into the ground again. So, unlikely, but hey, again, it's possible. Now, Ashton, Matt, Cliff, and James. Of you three, now, my math should be pretty spot on here. I kind of gave it a rough estimate on most of them, but it was, it should be there. Ashton, you and Cliff are deadlocked, basically. There are 5 points between you two. So if you win, Ashton, I mean, you and Cliff both have got pretty good as far as opponents for this, so you just need to win. And then we'll see. Now, Matt and James, it's not looking great for you guys. I mean, you're 20 behind, so technically within striking distance. I mean, it's possible. Matt, you're 20 behind. James, you're 40 behind, so... I mean, James is playing Joe, so, I mean, Joe usually puts up a pretty respectable point total, so it's possible. Ashton's playing Sean, but she has to win. So there's a lot of stuff that can go down, so, best of luck. Feels nice to be in. I finally got that, the weight has been lifted, that AIDS-infested, flea-ridden monkey is off my back. I can finally breathe a little easy, get loose, like Tina, slut. So, trade deadline. Yes, that's the only other thing. Well, actually, there's a couple other things. Trade deadline. So, once the players go into their game this Sunday, they're officially locked. No mas. No more trading. Now, we're going to do it like we did last year, to where once that starts, you can no longer trade with the entire league, but once the playoffs start, you can trade within your bracket. So, top 6, you can trade amongst the top 6. Bottom 4, you can trade amongst the bottom 4. Once your team is out, you can no longer trade. Your roster is basically locked. You cannot do anything to it. That being said, I don't know why you would want to trade within your bracket to help another team out, but, hey, it's possible. We're going to let it happen. You might be able to pull something out. The other thing, that whole poll as far as when to start the loser's bracket. I am going to, basically, I'm going to give it one more day. So, by, let's just say, midnight of Tuesday, so midnight of the day that I give you this video, that will be when it is decided. Right now, only 5 of you have voted, so it's 3-2, so one more vote if you have any input or if you even care, could really swing it. So, we will see. Now, other than that, I mean, that's about all I've got. So, Sean's the only one who is within reason of just kind of chilling this week. But, Sean, if I know you, you don't want to lose to Ashton. Just guessing. Now, Chop, I just have a little, special message for you. It has been 3 weeks since you have started a legitimate fantasy lineup. And by legitimate, I mean full of current NFL players, not Canadian players, not rugby players, not Pantera from the Thundercats. It has been that long. So, hey, doesn't matter to me whether or not you do it this week. I would kind of prefer you not because, hey, another W in my belt. I'm okay with that. Because the way it's looking, I'm pretty much set. I mean, I'm not going to be the bottom seed in the playoffs. I'm not going to be the top, more than likely. So I'm going to be playing that middle tier. So, just do what you want. I mean, you always do. But, so, I think that's it. Not a lot crazy going down. I do have a little something planned for one evening this week. It'll be a little fun thing that I'm planning on doing. But other than that, hey, week 12, shit's getting real. Peace.